August is 2 days away and I am so ready to start migrating into my new bullet journal for 2023. There is a set of videos, you can find it on my channel. I started the year in an A5 Stylogy and I've been loving it. I have 8 months in here as I started this in December 2022 and it ends in July. And I've been loving the extra space, the paper, all of it, everything about this. So I decided to stay with this brand, Stylogy, and I am just sizing down the whole thought process that went behind me choosing this notebook. The setup video for this notebook, you can find it in my channel. There are some extra stickers I added since my last video. These were not part of that setup process. I just felt like I was missing something here, and I may add some things in the back, we'll see. Now to the migrating process. Here I have my sort of future log. I'm going to put it here on the top, and I already have some things I'm contemplating for January. I mentioned in the setup video I don't use this so much as a future log unless there's like events way ahead that I also want to write down in here. This is more like vision planning, what I would like to see happen on any given month. These 2 trips I have in here, I'm not so sure anymore they're going to happen. I'm going to write them anyway, and this one is going to happen in January, so I won't have it in December. I will write it down in here in the next year column. So let's do that. Another note, always for my future planning, I like to work with friction pen because I do like being able to move things around. Okay, so that's it for my vision planning. Now for August, I have some notes over here. That's why I couldn't wait to do this video. I was already making lists of things I want to note for August. Okay, there are no birthdays. Let me check holidays. Okay, no birthdays and no holidays, so I'm going to ignore. Well, there is one birthday actually. And I think it's the 18th. I'm using these Stylogy masking patches. I really like these. And there is another date I want to keep in mind. Always baby blue refers to my kid. Always. And I've kept it like that, so doesn't matter what planner I'm working with or if I'm changing systems, anything, I know that baby blue always refers to my son. Okay, here it is, 28. Here. Are these ones visible? Not really. Okay, let's do pink. There. I'm going to keep these sheets here in the back. And holidays. This is going to be important date or remember. Here I have a note that I would like to draw a line and use this space to write down what I'm reading and what I'm learning, but I'm going to keep this in pencil because I don't know yet if I'm going to need this space for maybe my monthly to-dos. I was thinking maybe those could happen on this side. No, I'm going to use it for to-dos. Yeah. This month. Okay, that's it for now. Yeah, I could have my to-dos on this side, but in the past I have used that extra space when I have 2 events on 1 month. Like, let me think for an example. Like here, I like having this free in case I want to write more than one thing on a particular date. So I'm going trying to keep that, even though that doesn't happen all the time. Here's one. It's rare actually, but I would prefer having this side for any extra stuff that I want to write down for a particular day, rather than cramming things up on this side, because I want to make things legible and easy to spot, easy to find, you know. Okay, so that's it for my monthly setup. Here I have space for the coming months. This is where August starts, and I already have things that I want to write down. So this is this week and the second week. I left the other weeks blank in case I want to change something in my weekly view. Okay, so I use the top space for work. Is it? No, it was the other way around. Okay, I use the top space for personal and the bottom space for work. And Saturday and Sunday I'm keeping them in just with one box because almost always I spend it with family. It's very rare for me to have to write something either for Saturday and Sunday, so there's no point on having my 2 boxes for these 2 days of the week. Okay, for Monday. I have an appointment, it goes here. Okay, at 1 p.m. So there's that. And I think that's it. Those are all the things I have on my little notebook. So this is this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Okay, so these are the following weeks. Expense log, continuation, and this is where my dailies are going to start. So I'm going to hold these. Oh no, I don't need to. Okay. Because this week starts on the 31st, that date is not in here, it's going to go here. There's no point on finishing like the 31st here when, you know, everything related to that particular week is in this notebook. Okay, and I'm going to keep the same layout I've been doing for my dailies because I'm very happy with it. And this is Monday. So for this day, I already have things written down, which is some of what I have over here. I always like to color code. That helps me see things very easily. So there's that. Over here. No point in color coding this column because I know this is all work, so why have everything green when I know in my mind this is all work related. This part, you know, it has to do with everything else in my life. That's why I'm doing the color coding in here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, over here. As to this bottom space, I have been really liking using that space to plan out my day, especially now that, you know, it's vacation, my kid's at home, and things get more unpredictable when he's at home with me. So yeah, I have been using this bottom space to kind of do a sketch or a mock-up of how I expect my day to go. It doesn't always happen like that, like here I scratch this part, but this, I find this very helpful. In the past I used to have this timeline in my as part of my dailies, so I actually have some examples here in the back. Something like this, like I would have my timeline and then my to-dos, sometimes with the line or without the line. Yeah, here's another example. So in previous bullet journals, I would have my timeline where I would write down how I expect my day to go next to my dailies, but I've been really enjoying this kind of weekly view and having that bottom space for that. So yeah, okay, so this is my daily, my weekly. I need to add tabs, but the ones I was using, they don't have any more glue. well, a little bit. So I know this is for my week, and I may have to change them. This was for the month. So this is for the month, this is for the week. Ugh, I do need to change them. And then I'm going to add another one for my daily. Let's see how this one is doing. Oh, this one is working. Okay, this one is going to go over here. So I only need to change these two because the glue is no longer working. They lasted me several years. So there it is, month, week, day. I will change these two because this is no longer working, but for the most part this is what my setup process looks like. I hope this video was useful for you and that you found some inspiring ideas. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.